This is the Bullseye Podcast.
Another secret show. Zero preparation going in. Those are the best shows. And this show, what can I say? They love us in Colombia, South America. Can you believe it? I can name many things, or maybe a few, from Colombia that I love. This is Bullseye, the Bullseye Network, and the Bullseye Podcast on the Bullseye frequency of your life.
Colombia, you got the accent down. Let's go. When we going this weekend or what?
Rich Columbian Coffee. You want to go down?
Let's go down. I hear it's nice down there, right?
Now that we've got a following in Colombia, South America. It's like Marv Albert, live from Colombia, South America.
We'll do the show right in there, right? Oh. We could do it there, right? Yeah. Get a studio on the beach.
Let's promote a prize fight. Lenny Dykstra versus somebody. We'll have it in Colombia.
Celebrity boxing, right? Yeah.
Hey.
Versus you. No, go ahead. What?
You heard it here first, everybody. When we interviewed Lenny Dykstra, what did he say about what? Right? It seems like it's going to be happening.
July
right?
9th. July 9th, he called Cohen. He called Cohen owning the Mets. Yeah, he's been on the conversations, on the meetings, and he told us right on the show, right, that it's going to happen, 100%.
Only on Bullseye the Podcast.
No right on the Bullseye show. Yeah, and I read it yesterday. Yeah, they just need the approval, right, for the owners. 23 out of 30.
That's what
I'm sure they're going to get it. Yeah.
I didn't want J-Lo to own the team. I couldn't take it. J-Lo and A-Rod.
That would have been too bizarre.
Annoying.
Yeah.
Annoying.
I'm not a Mets fan, but I wouldn't want that. Wouldn't want that. No way.
Absolutely.
So what's the deal tonight? What are we talking about?
All right, well, once again, it's time. Just to let everyone know, it's time for, the Bullseye Top 100. Hit it!
This is the Bullseye Top 100.
And the Bullseye Top 100, we're going to start off with a trivia question. I think I'm going to create a sounder to the new. We're going to call it the Bullseye Trivia Question. What do you think?
Okay.
All
That's
right.
good. I love trivia. You know I'm a trivia guy.
All right, so this question is going to lead into the conversation for the show, okay? Now, one player in the Baseball Hall of Fame, you're an expert at this, okay, that has spent at least half of his career as a designated hitter. Who is that person?
Well, I mean, is it the obvious Ron Blomberg or somebody else?
No, the Hall of Fame in Cooperstown. Why? I mean, the induction. No, the induction of the Hall, Cooperstown.
Half his career as a DH.
Spent at least half his career as a DH. So, in other words, there's a lot of players that are in the Hall of Fame, but he's the only one who spent half of his career, at least, as a DH. Where's my Jeopardy music?
And now, it's time for the Bullseye Trivia Question of the Day.
Is it Cecil Fielder or the other Fielder? He's not Hall of Fame.
Well, it's kind of close, but I'll give you a hint. He's on a lot of TV commercials now. You see him. He's like he's promoting a testosterone builder. You see him on TV?
You know what? I don't watch a lot of TV. Remember?
All right. It's Frank Thomas, the Big Hurt.
Oh, okay. I could have got that. Should have given me some more time. Next time, give me a couple more seconds. I might have got that.
Oh, really?
Okay,
I have no patience.
Well, that's okay. We only got 30. What do we got? 30 minutes and 1 second.
I didn't want to keep going. I gave you that. You didn't. If I would have said Chicago Cubs, you would have probably got it. So anyway.
Yeah. Well, the suspense was getting there. So that was okay.
That's what we're talking about today. Your favorite here's a gentleman who knows a lot about certain things, and one of them is designated hitters in baseball. From the 60s, from the 70s, actually, 70s and 80s.
Well, let's start off. What do you think of the DH? Did we talk about this yet, or?
Well, I always loved the DH from the get go because I could never stand a pitcher up at bat. I always felt like he was going to get You ever see like when you get hit and you like crumble? You know what I mean? Like, when the ball's gonna hit him, like like it hits the bat, and you just drop the bat, and you're like, "Wee." Now I just got no excitement from a pitcher hitting. You know what I mean?
I'm all for the DH myself. You think they're going to keep it after this year? Now that the NL is doing it, what do you think?
Why wouldn't they keep it? Why wouldn't they keep it?
I don't know. Everybody seems to want it, except for that 1% of the fans that seem to be the loyalists.
Well, we don't. 1% doesn't work in my world, my man. 1%. It's like nothing. 1%.
Well,
that is the minority. I want a DH. I could kill it. I want a DH. What's that?
Now, the only thing that I like is when the pitcher's up. He looks so bad and goofy. Sometimes it's fun to watch him, because they look so bad.
Yeah. Right, just that the guy from the Angels, well, the Asian guy. He hits normal. Everyone else, I couldn't.
There's a couple of them. Yeah, right. But what happens? They're great in high school, right? Any pitcher that we remember in high school that was the great athlete pitcher was a great hitter. They go to the MLB and they can't hit. They can't hit anything. What's the deal with that?
I don't know, but Jerry Koosman was a slugger. I used to remember Jerry Koosman.
Bob Gibson, we talked about Bob
Koosman.
Gibson. There's a few. Well, Bloomberg was number one.
No, we said Oral Hershiser. Remember, we talked about that.
Yeah, we talked about that.
All right, so now you, I hate to bring this up again, and the name Ron Bloomberg, still waiting for the phone call, still waiting for the interview, but Ron Bloomberg. So the story of him is what? Make this. Let's hear that, because he was number one. He was the foist, as they say.
Well, it's alive. It's alive. I just got to connect to get him in. He's working on a couple of things. I'm trying to close. I know. I'll get him in.
He's promoting his book. Yes, he's promoting his book.
Yeah. And he has a new book with Thurman coming out. I don't want to give him too many plugs yet till he comes on.
Listen, you say, look, if you come on the Bullseye show, you'll be down in Colombia. You can sell it in Colombia. You can come with me on the Colombian tour.
Where'd you get to learn that accent?
What, Colombia? That's it.
That was impressive.
Thank you. That's my Spanish accent. Colombia.
You sound like Louis Tiant a little bit.
Louis Tiant. Right? All right. So, all right, here we go. So I'm going to go down. I'm going to go down a list that other people have made, and I want your
I'll give you mine.
Yeah, your interpretation, your opinion, your thoughts.
Whatever.
Okay.
Right.
Number 25. Here comes the music that we don't have, but number 25, we'll have it. It's Danny Tartable. Believe it or not.
I don't know. I think he was a power hitter, right? Wasn't he Mr. Power Hitter?
Well,
I don't remember.
He spent his time in the leagues, both a right fielder and a DH. He was a power hitter. He drove in more than 100 runs in 5 different seasons in his career. Not bad. Came to the Yankees, got on the Seinfeld show. Remember when he was eating the candy bar with the knife?
Yeah.
And,
right.
But he was a disappointment. He was better with Kansas City than he was with the Yankees.
Yeah, he's very forgettable. He was like a big time guy for like a year, and then he never fulfilled it. So
well, he had a big rep coming. Well, anyway, he made number 25. Okay,
that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay,
here's somebody you love. Ready?
Yeah.
Dave King Kong Kingman.
Oh, he was a DH. Okay, he came to the AL. I guess so, right? I mean,
Kingman spent most of his career as a first baseman, but first baseman. But as his career began to wind down, he became a DH. Played for the Yankees.
Well, that's what happens. That's what happens, right? That's what it was made for, I think, to have the old players that can't play positions. Like Mickey might have been extended a couple of years, maybe. Into the DH. Yeah, he was exciting because he had that long ball. He could hit like 600 foot. Remember Wrigley Field hitting on the street?
Well,
so he was like the old.
Remember when he like one of his first games for the Yankees, he hit he was in Boston, wasn't it? And he hit the ball like in the street. Look that up. It was like his first game.
So yeah, I remember. He came in September, played only a few games.
He had moon balls he was hitting. Yeah, and he loved the low pitch. Dave Kingman. I remember he loved the
right.
He was
but he struck out a lot. Right, he struck out a lot.
Here we go. Ended his career with 442 home runs.
I always say he was borderline Hall of Fame. What do you think? He was near 500, which is like the automatic Hall of Fame, right? So he was close to that. He was a threat up at the plate, had that power thing. I don't know. I think it was.
I don't know. 442
low batting average. So.
Yeah, 236. 442 home runs.
That might kill it. But But Killebrew was 256, only 20 points higher, but he hit over 500 homers. So I'm not saying he should be in the Hall of Fame, but I think he was a borderline guy.
I think 500 is the mark, though. That's always been noted as the mark. 3,500. 500, 3,000,
yeah,
300.
Yeah.
Right? And baseball,
then you're automatically in, right? You're automatically in when you hit those.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I like Kingman. I liked him.
Yeah, I used to love him. He was cool. He had this long sideburns. He had that long stride.
Yeah, he looked cool. Yeah, he had that lean build. You know,
right, long and lean.
Here's
somebody who was not. Here's somebody who was not long and lean. Cecil Fielder, number 23.
Okay, well he was all power, right? I mean he had like 50 homers one year, right? He was with the Yankees, and he was exciting.
Very good. Fielder hit 51 in 1990. He wasn't with the Yankees, with the Tigers, I guess. He also finished in second place in AL MVP voting twice during his career. So, but when you think of Cecil Fielder, you don't think of him as a DH. But if he was a DH, he was a DH. That's it. You can't argue.
Well, why not? I mean, he seemed like a classic DH guy. He was kind of big, right? A little overweight. He probably didn't play the field later on. Total power. Probably his average wasn't bad too either, right? I'm not sure. I don't have my intern with me, but the average was okay.
We can't keep an intern.
My third straight night without the intern. I don't know what I'm going to do. So
they
I
leave as
him.
soon as we hit the air. When we need them, they leave. They're good at the beginning. Yeah, he was big for the Yankees, Cecil Fielder, against the Braves. Remember in '96? He got a couple of big hits.
Right.
I remember that. Yeah.
Right. His son became quite a player too. Right?
Yes, Prince. Right. Here's another one from the past that we love. Willie Horton, Detroit Tigers.
Well, he was a DH.
How is he a DH? Wait a minute. How the heck is he a DH?
He must have. Well, it's 73, so yeah, he was in the 70s, but it must have been like his last couple of years because he didn't play much after 75.
He was a key part of the '68 World Championship team. Number of personal accolades during his career, 4 All-Star teams, and at 79 he won the award given out to the league's best DH. So there you go. He was DH.
Okay. Yeah, he was a threat.
Didn't he point the bat straight up in the air? He pointed the bat straight up in the air, didn't he?
I think so. Yeah. Right. He had that Cecil Fielder build, right? He was that real stocky type thing. Yeah.
Willie Horton and Norm Cash. Remember Norm Cash?
Norm Cash.
He had pine tar pine tar all the way up to the top of the bat.
Yeah. He was good. Yeah.
All right, here's one. You wouldn't think about it because I didn't think about it. Mike Sweeney, Kansas City Royal, 5-time All-Star.
I'm still not thinking about it. That must have been later on, right? That must have been 90s, 2000. When the heck did he play?
Right. He played, I don't know, I'm thinking 90s, 2000. See, you stopped in the 80s, boy. You hit a brick wall. Boom.
I'm back in the day, right?
Oh, you are.
70s and 80s.
You're living in a small room. Okay. Mike Sweeney, by the way, Kansas City Royals, I know he was a catcher, too. I do remember that. He belted 215 home runs during his career and had a .297 batting average. Wow. Okay.
Pretty good.
All right, here's one I vaguely remember. Now it's coming back to me as I look at it. Andre Thornton.
Wow. That was...
he's number 20.
Montreal? Wait, no,
I think he played for Cleveland. Cleveland Indians.
Cleveland.
He broke the 25 homer mark 5 times during his career. Hey, there you go. After suffering a knee injury that required 2 surgeries, cost him the '80s season, Thornton became a full-time DH for the rest of his career. There you go. He got on the list.
Well, you don't think of DHs other than being power, right? You don't think of what's the guy that hits, Zuzu, whatever the heck his name is, Suzuki.
Yes,
you don't think of a guy like that, right, as being a DH. You think of a power guy, right? You ever think of like a singles hitter being a DH?
No, never.
Right? Why not? I mean, that could be a DH, a leadoff DH guy, but it's always these power guys, which is okay.
How about this guy? This is going to blow your mind. Ready?
Yeah.
Richie.
Blow me away. Go ahead.
Blow me Zisk. Away. Richie Zisk.
Whoa. Pirates, right?
Well, obviously he wasn't a DH with the Pirates. I think, would he come to the White Sox at the end or something?
That's right. I remember him with the Pirates.
He was with the Pirates. You're right. He was. But obviously,
that's the name.
We got to see if we had the intern didn't bolt on us. Now I got to look up Richie Zisk. Nah, I don't want to.
Richie Zisk. Okay.
He
was good back then. Yeah. He was. I'll say 200, a little over 200 homers, 275 average. I'll take a wild guess at that.
He was a third baseman, wasn't he? Richie Zisk.
So.
Here we go. Man, boy. He's
Right.
He's 71 years old.
Lifetime.
Like I say, he played with White Sox, as I said, and the Texas Rangers, and the Seattle Mariners.
Bullseye hits it again.
Richie Zisk. He wore that's when the Pirates had those square hats. Remember those square hats?
Oh, yeah. Those purple things, whatever they were.
He went from the Pirates wearing the square hats to the White Sox wearing the flappers, that uniform.
The pajama things, right, with the shorts. Yeah, poor guy, right?
Yeah, whatever.
All right, cool. Who else?
He got paid. All right, here we go. Dave Parker. Now, here's another guy. You would have thought who was he a DH?
Later career, right?
Well, yeah, there's a question. There's a trivia question. What was the other team? What was the other team that he played for?
Oh, total guess. I'll go White Sox again.
All right, let me go here. I'm my own intern, so whatever. I get my own coffee.
So he ends his career as a DH in the AL. That's pretty interesting, right?
Well, they called him the Cobra, right? You knew that, right?
Cobra. Oh, he was great for the Pirates. Right. He was like Hall of Fame potential.
Oh, he
for a
played
while,
for the A's. Right? Of course he did. He played for the A's.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I remember that.
Had a great arm in the defense. That's too bad that a guy like that had to go to DH because he was a great fielder in his prime.
Well, he stopped the run, and you have to go chase the ball and all that other stuff. So
the legs go, and he's older.
Right. In those days, I think DH is now with all the equipment and stuff. They're never like. Once they get done hitting, they're inside and they're watching it, and then they're lifting, and then they're stretching. In the old days, they would have like a sandwich, in between. So smoke a cigarette.
Yeah, in the back of the clubhouse,
smoke a ciggy, right? Yeah. Here's another one. Greg Luzinski. Wow.
Another NL guy that goes to the AL.
He goes to the AL and makes the list, and he makes the Bullseye list. Congratulations, Greg Luzinski. The Bull.
That must have been the deal, right? You go to the NL, you star, you get old, and you go to AL and you DH. I guess that was the way it went.
That's it. That's how it went. And then they leave the league, so they don't compete against the team they played against.
What was his nickname? Didn't he have a nickname, Luzinski? The Bull.
The Bull.
Right? The Bull.
Here's another one.
Schmidt.
Red, he's going to blow your mind on this. Another one's going to blow your mind.
Tell me.
Never.
Okay.
Carl Yastrzemski.
He was a DH, really. Another great fielder, right? He was like Golden Gloves potential, or not potential. He was a Golden Glove guy.
Yeah, he spent most of his career as an outfielder and first baseman. That is true. That is true. He did become a designated hitter at the end of his career. Enough, I guess, to make this list.
He played a lot of years. I mean, he played left field late in his career, so this DH must have been like in his 22nd season.
Wow. I would have never known.
Yeah, I never known he was a DH, but that makes sense. The longer you play, you're going to eventually be it.
Yes,
Well, that's a shock.
Here's a guy I had a fight with. I ever tell you the story about this? Jose Canseco. I actually had an argument with him. I told you about that story.
Give us the 1-minute version.
I was doing an interview with him, and the battery kind of died, which is bad. But the cameraman goes, battery, I got to go run out in the car and get a new one. So we're waiting, and he goes, that's real professional. And I said something to him. I don't want to repeat it. And the interview was over. That's it. Goodbye, Jose Canseco.
Well, you don't get Bullseye mad. I wish I was there to hear that.
He was going to me. He goes, hey, how old are you? And I guess he was trying to lecture me that he was older than me, even though Bullseye's older than him. I just look younger. Sorry, Jose. You didn't make it with Bullseye. All right?
Okay.
He knows Bullseye is better looking than him, and he's pissed. What are you going to do?
All right. He is what he is. Too bad.
He is what he
might
is.
have been on the steroids. He might have had the rage.
He's jealous. He's searching for attention. He blew it. Yeah. By the way, it is on YouTube, so somewhere. It is there.
Okay.
You never see it. All right, here we go. Ready? Canseco, by the way, he was a big bopper. He was a good player. 86 Rookie of the Year, an 88 AL MVP award.
He put numbers up. Even though he was, steroided up. But he put some numbers up. No question about it.
462. He hit 462 home runs. So he could have been a Hall of Famer too.
He could have been. He was a Yankee for a while, right? Then he played like one half year for that.
He hit some big bombs and finished up with Tampa Bay, and then he wrote an expose book, right? He actually was the guy who put the finger on all the stuff.
The lid, right?
He put the lid off.
I remember that.
Jose Canseco coming in at number 15 on the Bullseye list. Okay, here we go. Here's one. Ken Singleton. Wow. I guess with the Orioles, he was a DH at the end of his career.
He was a solid player, but I mean, there's nothing really to say about him, right? He was just a pretty good player. There's not, nothing great, but real good.
And he was traded for Rusty Staub.
Oh, was he? Yeah, he was on the Orioles, right? Yeah, he was on the Orioles.
No, the Mets traded Ken Singleton to Montreal, or was it the other way around? I think it was the Mets traded to Montreal for Rusty Staub, and then from Montreal
I
he went
think he was there first. Okay. I think he was the Yankee announcer.
Yes,
I think of him that way. So it's funny when you think back on it, that he actually
He was
played.
good. I remember he had a smooth batting stance. Ken Singleton.
Yeah,
here's one I would never know. Brian Downing. He was a catcher.
White Sox, right? Was he White Sox?
He was with the Angels and the White Sox, I think.
Okay.
Everyone winds up with the White Sox, too, just like the Yankees.
Yeah, later career, I guess, I guess they picked
Tom Seaver, Carlton Fisk. Everyone's with the White Sox.
Up the over the hill guys, I guess, But yeah, I don't know too much about him.
Brian Downing was a catcher. I remember California Angels.
He was high though, huh? Number 12.
275 career home runs. Not bad.
Okay, not bad at all.
One All-Star game. Oh, here's one. Oh, this guy used to kill the Yankees. Hal McRae.
Oh, I hated him. I hated him with the Royals.
With the Royals, Hal McRae, yeah.
Yeah. He had that righty stance with the butt back.
He had that Charlie Lau. Him and Brett looked like
they moved the bat a little bit up in the. He moved it a little, right?
Yeah, they all looked alike. Charlie Lau was the hitting coach, I remember, and they all had they leaned back. You know what I mean? They leaned on the back foot. Yep. I hated him.
He was a 300 hitter, I think. He was good. That's why we hated him, of course, because he wasn't a Yankee.
191 career home runs, 109 stolen bases. I don't have his average here, but Hal McRae. He used to, and he hit the ball on that artificial turf, like he pounded it into the turf, right? And it got those big
he was
choppers.
Dangerous. He was a dangerous hitter. Yep, he was a dangerous hitter.
Hal McRae. Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Bringing memories.
Here's another one. Wow. Memories. A little bit later, though. Played for the Yankees. Chili Davis.
Oh, wow. He was that high? Chili Davis. Yeah, he was good.
He lips 20 home run mark in almost every season he played.
I think I'm back on him, right? I forgot all about him.
He only batted 250. He was a Jamaican man. He was Jamaican. Chili Davis.
He was clutch, Italian. Though, right? He seemed to he got the big hit of the homer when you wanted it, I believe.
Right. He played for the Yankees in the World Series, right? 96, he was hurt or something, right? Was he on the team, but he got hurt?
That. Yeah, I think so. He was a threat, Chili Davis. Another name I haven't thought about. Yeah, you got to get your accent in there. Do it again. Let me hear it.
Jamaica man. You want that one?
There you go. Okay. Yeah. You do it good.
Jamaica man. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Here's another one that played with like a million teams. Don Baylor.
Don Baylor, Orioles. He was tough too.
Played for the Orioles. Played for the Yankees. Played for the Angels. Played for everybody. Yeah, he played for everybody. DH.
He had some real big years. I'm talking 30-plus homers, right? High 30 homers. He was a force.
He smashed it. He was big, man.
He had that smash swing, right? He would smash it in that smash.
Played for everybody. Here's another one, right? Here's Mr. October. Reggie Jackson makes the list.
DH, really? Must have been really late,
with the Angels, right? With the Angels, I guess.
I guess so, yeah. Well,
I guess if you play a couple of years, you consider it a DH,
I guess if you play 1 year, you're probably considered in this list. But yeah, he was the prototype DH, right? Just pure power hitter, good player, and last year he's DH.
Yeah, with California became a DH. He was a 14-time All-Star, and he is in Cooperstown.
Jackson. I think of him as a right fielder. It's funny. I don't think of him as a DH, but I guess everybody is a DH at some point.
And I used to have a Reggie bar up to about 10 years ago. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember they used to throw it out at the right field. Throw it at him.
Reggie bar.
I never liked it. I had it once. I just didn't like the taste of it.
No, it tasted like chewing tobacco. No good. Jim Rice, number 8.
Another DH. Wow. Okay.
Right?
Career deal again. Maybe
the Bullseye.
He was great. I liked him. He was on the Red Sox, but I liked his game. He was solid. He was a good guy too. He was a real good guy.
Right.
And you had to like Jim Rice. And then he
yes,
threw
I remember how he wore his uniform.
His
His uniform was perfect. It was like the pants. They were
it was perfect. Yeah. Had a good build.
Yeah, good afro. He had a nice afro. He looked good with the mustache.
Yeah, he looked good.
He could be in like a nighttime drama kind of a guy. He was like an actor.
Right, exactly.
Fred Lynn.
Right.
Jim Rice played a long time.
Right,
okay.
like in a Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, here's a guy's story about this guy. Ready? Hall of Famer, Harold Baines.
Oh, he was DH too. Wow. Okay. Wow. I didn't know that. He was recent Hall of Fame. Controversial though, right? When he made it, because a lot of people didn't think he deserved it.
Well, because he played for like a million teams and played till he was like 40. He played till he was like 45, right?
Right. So he had the accumulation on the stats.
That's the
right?
Fran Tarkenton kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like
if you play enough years, you're going to get right. You can play 28 years, and you get the number, and you're in. Yeah,
right.
That's how they work. Right.
And Harold Baines was traded for Sammy Sosa.
I didn't know that either. When? After Sosa had the big years.
That's a story. George W. Bush was one of the owners of the Rangers, and he traded Sammy Sosa to the White Sox for Harold Baines. And so that story goes. You know that? Hey, something again you learn on this show. Where else? I got to come up with a sound for that too. I got to keep playing different sounds. All right.
Yeah, play with a sound with that. Right. That'd be good if you come up with one of those things.
Here's one we used to like. Jason Giambi, right? Played for Oakland and the Yankees.
Yeah, he had some great years for the Yankees. Now, did he get caught up in the steroid thing too, or what's the deal with him?
I think so, something like that. Right.
I think
he just bailed out quick.
But he had some massive lifetime numbers,
for the
right?
Yankees, God, the Yankees had some teams that I really don't remember, that were good, but it didn't go all the way.
Well, he was right at the end of that great era, right? The era, and then they never quite did it when he was on them, though. But he threw some great numbers the first 3 or 4 years. He was DH too. I think of him as first base.
I think he went back to Oakland after he left the Yankees again. I think he went.
Yeah, right.
I can remember. There. I think I did. Oh, here we go. Big Poppy, David Ortiz, DH.
Oh, he was
he's a Hall of Famer. He'll be a Hall of Famer, right? Coming up.
Well, numbers are there. Yeah. He had some steroid controversy too.
Yeah.
But I think he got away with it because they couldn't prove it or that kind of stuff. But yeah, he had the numbers. You got to hand it to him. Over 300 average many years, 500 plus homers, probably 1,500 RBIs, the whole thing.
He was shot. He was shot. Remember a couple of years ago, he was shot sitting at a bar and.
It was shot. Yeah, that's right. That was really in South America, right?
Yeah. No, he was good. This is when I really hated the Red Sox when he played. But he was good, man. He killed them.
Well, he was a Yankee killer. And they would pitch to him. I would say walk and runner on second, no banana, and they pitched to him. He would kill him. It's like, when are they going to learn? They never seem to.
Never going to learn. They're winning tonight.
He's a good announcer. He's very good. He's a good baseball announcer, Ortiz.
He's good. He's nice. He's happy. He's good at it. He's happy.
Yeah, he's good at it.
If I had his money, I'd be happy too. Are you kidding me? Paul Molitor.
Whoa, DH, yeah. He must be in the top 5, right? Yeah, he was unbelievable.
We're hitting number 4. We're getting down. It's getting in.
Well, he was 3,000 hits, well into the 3,000 hits. Brewers, good field. He was solid. I love Molitor.
He was a shortstop. He's shortstop, right? And then he went to
shortstop. I'm thinking third. Was he third?
I think it was a shortstop. Robin Yount was a shortstop, right? Molitor played for the Twins, though. Then he went to the Brewers after the Twins. Am I right or wrong?
I thought he was with the Brewers. So I got him in my mind as with the Brewers.
He did, but he played for the Twins, too, for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, he did play for the Brewers. You're right, with Robin Yount. So he was he second or third?
Went DH there.
All right. See,
I thought he was third.
Was he third? I believe you. I forgot. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
We're running out of time. I can't look up anything.
Next show.
Next
show.
Tonight, as I'm trying to sleep, I'll be thinking about it. How about one? Jim Tomei. Jim Tomei.
How many homers he had? He had a
600.
Lot, right? There you go. Who would have thought that that guy hit 600 homers, right? Nobody.
He killed the Yankees, too. He'd hit a ball off his heels. It'd be like, right? He'd his 2 heels and he golfed the ball up.
Yeah, he's one of those guys you never would have thought would have had that many homers, and his batting average must have been low. The accumulation. He had the accumulation effect. Just think about that. He was close to 700 homers, Jim Tomei.
He was a third. No relation to Marissa Tomei. Was the third baseman when he came up.
Was he? I think he.
And then he went to first base, and then he became a D. Right. I thought that guy was never going to quit. He was annoying me. He was always there.
He was always. Yeah,
I was like, quit, go home.
Exactly.
Go home.
Started like in 1974, and it's 2015. He's still on. He's still playing.
He's still playing. Well, he made number 3 on the Bullseye list. I have to think about this list.
Now we're getting.
Here we go. Ready? Here's another Yankee killer. You're gonna drop your drink. Edgar Martinez.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Seattle, right?
Yeah, he killed the Yankees, right? With him and Griffey
he killed them. Yeah. Very serious hitter. You know, he came up like all business, and he was. I feared him. You know,
seems like he got a hit every time up.
Seemed to be. He had a high average, power,
and number 1 on the list.
Wait, don't. Let me try and guess. Can you give me some hints here?
Well, we talked about him at the very beginning.
Oh, in the very beginning, Frank Thomas.
Frank Thomas is number 1. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. I guess
know. They never mentioned Orlando Cepeda. Nobody mentioned Dick Allen. Nobody mentioned Bloomberg. I guess because he's forgetful. Forgettable, I should say.
He only played 2 years. He only played 2 years.
Orlando Cepeda.
Yeah, how come they're not in the list? I think they missed it. I think Bullseye. I think you better contact these guys who compiled these.
We'll have to discuss this, but it's somebody's opinion.
Yeah.
But we can't go by the history part of it. But that's it, your DH list. And
I love that. I love it. Thanks for the surprise. I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, there's always going to be more surprises coming up.
Don't tell me these things before we go on anymore. I love these surprises. I like it.
Oh, I got news. Cool. I've got information. We'll get going. So you know what time it is? Yes. Nice and tight programming. Getting to the point. Entertaining people in Colombia. I can't believe it. I've made South America. Now
I want you to get Australia, man. I want you to get Australia. I want you. You got to get them. We're New Zealand.
Yeah, all right, New Zealand.
Can you do that?
It's a place to be.
I'm going to go down under.
See you later. The best is yet to come.